Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this series we're gonna create an Instagram clone. So as part of that we're gonna create the navigation skeleton with React Navigation version 5 and React Native paper. So at the end of this video we are gonna create something like this. So the navigation skeleton with the bottom tab navigator and that nested with a stack navigator, and even you can click and go inside the stack, and you can also navigate between the bottom tabs, and you can also see the drawer navigator, and this is also a stack nested inside this bottom tab, and inside the drawer is also nested. So at the end of this video you'll be able, you will be familiar with all the navigation in React Navigation version 5. Okay, so without further ado, let us get into the video. So I've created a sample project. I've just used Expo Init and created the InstaClone project with all the dependencies, and now I'm inside the project. So let me start it. So I've also installed the required dependencies like React Navigation 5 and React Native paper. Okay, so you can see, so the application is open. So I've also created 3 folders, in like one folder called SRC, and inside that I've created 3 folders. One is components, navigation and screens. So let me start the project. Start. There you go. You can see that the application is running, the blank application which we have created. So you can see, open up app.js to start working on our app. Okay, so as a first step we'll create the screens which we require. Like we will be I'm gonna create 4 folders for 5 folders for all the 5 screens. Okay, the first one would be home, and next one would be search, and next one is going to be reads, and the next one activity. Okay, and the last one is going to be profile. Okay, so our new file, home.js. okay, so this is going to have our component, the home screen component. Okay, let's go import React from React. Okay, so I'm going to say const home screen equal to function of return text. So I'm going to take the text from React Native paper. I'm going to say home screen. Okay, and let me import a text. Import text from React Native paper. Okay, run. I'll say export default home screen. Okay, so the same way let me save it. Let me copy everything. So I'll create the folder under this, and the file active. So there you go. We got all the screens ready. So we are now moving on to navigation screen, navigation folder. So we are going to create a bottom tab navigator as the first file. You see main tab navigator, okay, .js. So I'm gonna use material bottom tab navigator here, okay. So I'm gonna import React from React and import from React navigation / material bottom tabs. Okay. So it's going to give us create material bottom tab navigator. Okay, so this is what is going to help us to create the bottom tab navigator. So I will create bottom tab navigator equal to create material bottom tab navigator. Okay, fine. So I'm going to create our main flow, main tab navigator. So with the use of this bottom tab navigator, I'm going to create our main tab navigator. Okay, equal to same like as we created the screens, like we want to return bottom tab navigator dot navigator okay, and it's going to have 4 screens. Okay, bottom tab navigator dot screen. Okay, so it's going to have 4 screens, so I'll just copy paste 4 times 5 screens, right? It's going to have home, yeah, 5 1 2 3 and 5. So I'll say this is going to have a component, it's going to have a name, has home flow, and component is going to be home screen. Okay, so similarly for the other, we can define the same. Let me copy, paste it here. So next one is going to be search. Let it be search flow. I'll say search screen, okay. I'm going to import reels screen. Let me say reels, okay, and this is going to be activity flow, and I'll see activity and the last one is going to be the profile flow. Profile flow, let's see, profile screen. Okay, so that's all. So I will export it, export default. I'm gonna see main tab navigator. Okay, so now we're going to modify our app.js to include this. So we're going to include, so we'll delete all this stuff. Okay, we'll delete everything, we don't need this. this, and we don't need a status bar. Copy this. Okay, we'll import navigation container from React navigation /native. Okay, and import we are going to import this React Native page, React Native paper provider. Okay, so let's see, provider from React Native paper. So I will name it as paper provider. Okay, and I'm also going to include main tab navigator from source /navigation /main tab navigator. Okay, so there you go. So inside this we are going to return paper provider. Okay, so which is going to include the navigation container, and the navigation container is going to have our main tab navigator. Okay, so that's it. So we'll start the application, save it, and go here. I think here we have some mistake. Okay, so I'll remove it, delete. Okay, so all fine. So any mistakes? No, that's it. So we can just reload the application. So there you go. The bottom tab is ready. So I've just added the tab or label and a few other options, for the initial and other stuff. So we can, very well go ahead and switch between the bottom tabs. So now we'll add icons to this quick, because I don't want to type in each and everything one more time, so that's why. Okay, let me include the tab bar icon for this. So the option is tab bar icon. So we will have, we will get an parameter. So whenever it is focused, so we can say material community icons. So I'll import the material community icons here. Icons, I'll take this, so I'll say material community icons, and name is equal to, so when it is focused, I'll see, when it is not focused, I'll see home outline, else we'll say home. Okay, and I'll say size as 26 and color is black. Okay, so with this, if you save, okay, I just have to give a comma over there. Okay, so with this, if you save, you should see the icon there, and yep, you go. So whenever it is selected, we are seeing that home is in the black color. Whenever it is not focused, then you are seeing that no outline alone. So we're gonna add the same to all the bottom tabs. So add everything, and we'll replace the icon name. Okay. Okay, now for search, we're going to have magnify. Okay, okay, and this is going to have plus box outline and plus box when it is focused. Okay, and this is activity, so we're going to give heart. Okay, and here, okay, heart, and here this is profile. So for profile, we are going to have a circle. So that's going to be avatar. Okay, so that's going to come from React Native paper, so we'll take that. Okay, so let me import that here. After this tab, let me import avatar from React Native paper. Okay, so I'm going to use that here. So instead of this material icons, so I'm going to use avatar here. So let me say avatar dot image. Okay, the image size is going to be 24, and the source is going to be from local, so I will take it from my local. Acquire. Okay, so what I'll do, I will have a file here for me. Let me go to downloads, pictures. Let me take this one. Okay, to my assets folder. It's going to be, let me save this as author. Okay, so I'll have this here replaced, slash assets slash .jpg. Okay, so that's all it is. So let me save it and see the application, how it behaves. Yeah, so there you go, it's working. So now we have to remove this labels, and as well this is in blue color, I want this in white. Okay, so that I'm going to apply styles here. So let me see, fonts, styles equal to style sheet dot create. Okay, bar style say background. Color is going to be white. Okay. And this should be in single quote. Append. Okay. There you go. It's done. So I will have this here. I'll mention bar style equal to styles dot bar style. Also say labeled fonts. Okay, so I'm going to import style sheet from React Native. Okay, save it and see the change here. Yeah, so there you go. This is what is required for us. So we know with that home screen and search plus. Okay, all are working, and I can see initially this is not getting selected, right? So let us refresh the application. Okay, that's fine. We'll move into creating the stack navigators. Okay, so let me create a folder inside this. Okay, inside this home, let me create a new file called home stack.js. okay, so this is going to have all the stacks, which are inside this tab. So home tab, whatever we have, so that's going to accommodate all those. Okay, so let me create import React from React, as usual the boilerplate code, and import we are going to create the bottom the stack navigator. That's going to be from React new navigation /stack. Okay, so this is going to give us create stack navigator. Okay, I'm gonna say const home stack equal to create stack navigator. Okay, this is const home stack nav equal to the function. So as usual, we're going to return the home stack dot navigator. So this is going to have home stack dot screen. The screen is going to be let's say the name equal to home, and the component is going to be home screen. Okay, so with that, okay, it's good. So I will see. Okay, this is okay. Let me save this. So we'll include this home stack instead of home inside our bottom tab navigator. I'll say home. Okay, we didn't export anything here, so we'll export it. Let me go here, export default home stack now. Okay, we have this, copy, save it, and go to the main tab navigator and replace this with home stack navigator and import it. Okay, and also remove home, which is not required here anymore. Let me save it, and it should get refreshed, and you should see the stack navigator over here. So there you go. You can see home is coming, and the home screen is displaying inside the stack navigator. The stack navigator is inside the bottom tab navigator. Okay, so so we are going to further update this app bar. Okay, for that I'm going to create one more file called home header.js. okay, I'm going to use React. Okay, from React native paper. Okay, so it's going to give us an option of app bar. Okay, so I'm going to take out text as well for our app bar. Fine. Okay, next. Header equal to component. It's going to return app bar. Dot header inside this header we will give all the options what we want. So before this so we're going to include this in our home component, right? So home stack navigator. So in order to identify the screens and everything, so we'll be receiving 3 parameters. So those 3 are nothing but scene, previous, and navigation. So these 3 parameters will help us to look into, like, scene property will give us on which screen we are in currently, and previous will let us know whether there is any screen available underneath the current screen. The navigation property, as usual, it will carry all the navigation properties. Okay, so let me go advanced options equal to take title from this option. So the screens will give us on which screen we are currently in. Okay, so we can copy this and paste it here. So okay, here we are gonna check whether our options dot title is null or not. So if we have anything here, then we'll use this. Then we'll use the same. Else we'll check for title. Okay. If it is that, then we'll display that. Okay. If this is also fine, so we'll take route dot name. Okay, so this is going to be our title. Fine. So I'm gonna so what we are going to have now is, like, this title is going to be in center. That's going to be the Instagram title, and left we're gonna have a icon, and the right also we're gonna have a icon. Okay, so I'm gonna check. Okay, I'm gonna check whether we are in a previous screen or not. If we are in previous screen, then I'm just going to display a back button, else I'm going to display the Instagram icon. Okay, so I'm gonna check previous. If at all we are in previous screen, then I'm going to return bar dot back action. On press, I'm going to pop the stack. Pop. Okay, so if you are in current screen, so then I'm gonna say bar dot action. This action is going to have an icon of Instagram. On press, I'm going to navigate them to particular screen. So I'll not return the logic now, so we'll return it later. We will write it later. Okay, color is going to be black. Great. The first icon is ready, and the next part is going to be the title. Okay, so for the title, let me create a small component here to make it center. Okay, let me say const content title equals, just going to accept title and style. Okay, it's going to return. Let me give a direct. This is direct component, so I will just write it like this. Sorry, it's going to be app bar dot content. Okay, the title is equal to text. Okay, the text we already imported, and style is going to be the style which we are passing to it. Okay, and this is going to have the title. Which we are passing. Okay, and I'm going to give a particular style for this particular content. That's going to be align items to center. That's all it is. It's good. So I'll include this here, and I'll pass in the title. It's going to be title and style is equal to color black. Okay, that's the content. And I'm also going to display in another icon. Okay, previous. I'll check the previous whether it has any screens next to it. if there is any screen, then I will just make it as null. Okay, else I'm going to have a app bar dot action icon equal to Naomi, because this is something looks like sending a message, so I just choose this icon, and I'm not going to do anything here. Okay, there you go. So I'll also have a header style. Let me create a style here, and style equal to style shade dot create app header. It's going to have background color. It's going to be also white. Okay, so to be unique with the styles, sorry, and I'm gonna export this, export default. It's going to be home header. Okay, and we also have to apply the style equal to styles dot app header, and we also have to import the styles. Import style sheet from React Native. Okay, let me save it and go to home stack. So here I'm going to define the header, because the header, whatever is currently there, it's not displaying correctly. Like, it is displaying the home at the left, and it does not have any icons in there. So let me go to the home stack navigator and update it. Okay, so let me give here the initial route is going to be home, and I'm going to have header mode as screen, and options, screen options, and here we're going to provide the header. Okay, and this is going to pass scene, previous navigation. Okay, all this to the component. Okay, it's going to be home header. So I'm going to pass in these three parameters to home header. Okay, so we'll save and see what's happening. So there you go, we got home, and the icons, the home is centered and the icon is like this. So I'll say the options, this is going to have options of title. The title is going to be There you go. This is updated and you can see the home. And even if you have some card or something, and if you navigate to the next screen, you will see a backlink. Okay, so next let me create the similar kind of home stack for search, reels. It's not required, activity, and we'll go into the profile screen. Okay, let me copy paste home stack. Let me copy and paste it for the activities. Paste it and just rename it. Activity stack. And for activity, I don't think that we need this, and we need activity and activity screen. Okay, and I'll set title as activity, and this activity is going to copy here. I will remove this. Okay, activity stack nav, and I will just update this here. Okay, and I'm going to export this. Save it. So that's all for activity. So let me update this here. For the activity stack. Okay, let me save it and go to activities now. See, now the activity is getting displayed, and the list of activities you can display here. Okay, home, search, reels, activity, now into profile. Okay, now we're going to make a profile stack. Okay, and I draw a navigator for that. So let me create a profile stack navigator. Let me copy the stack and paste it here and update this to profile. Okay, this is going to be, oh sorry, here I didn't update this. Okay, save it, and here it's going to be profile. Update everywhere, like into profile, bring this, update this to profile screen. Okay, so there you go. We got the profile stack now. We are going to create the draw navigator. Okay, inside this itself, the profile itself, I'm going to create profile drawer.js. Okay, as usual, I'm going to import React from React. Okay, also import from React action drawer. Okay, so this is going to give us the create method, and I'll see. sorry. So inside this we're gonna have a profile drawer dot screen. I'm gonna say name equal to profile, and the component is going to be profile stack now. Okay, fine. So currently we have only profile in this, so I'll say here the drawer type is going to be slide, and initial route name is going to be profile, and drawer position is going to be right. Okay, so we have to export it. Okay, and we come down, const, okay, sorry, export default profile drawer now. Okay, so save it, and we'll update this in our main tab navigator. Go here and go to the profile flow and update it here, and replace the import, and remove the activity and profile screen. Save it, and now so there you go. Go to activities, it's working. Go to profile, okay, profile stack is still okay. Save it. So actually we don't have a button here to toggle between the drawer, so if you drag it you can see the drawer is coming. So we'll have a button here. Okay, we'll also have a header component as like the home. We'll go here to the home and pick the header, copy it and paste it in the profile. Okay, let me update it as profile. Okay, and in this we are not going to have this anyway, and this is not going to be in center. It's going to flex start. Okay, and we are going to have a menu, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see on click. I'm going to see navigation dot toggle drawer. Okay, toggle drawer. That's good. That's it. So we'll save it. And I think there is an error here. We have removed something. Save it. So refreshing, it will show the icon there. So and one more thing, we don't need this previous anyway because we have to display it in all the screens. Can remove this and go to the end. Okay, that's good. Okay, we'll save it. Okay, the problem is that we didn't include this header there in our components. We'll just rename it profile header. Okay, we'll save it. We'll go to stack navigator and provide it in options, screen options. Header. So we'll just copy everything from here, copy and paste it, and it's going to be profile header. Okay, so paste everything, save it, and there you go. Once you click on this, it's appearing, and that's it. So last we'll add one more screen in home and profile. Okay, so in home, let's say, okay, in profile, let's say I'm going to have edit profile screen .js. Let's copy this and paste it here. Edit profile. So here I'll have that. Edit, and I'll have edit profile screen. Save it. So it is refreshed. You can see edit as well, and we can go to edit screen and profile screen. Okay, so similarly, if you go to home, so let me create a button which navigates us to feed. So let me have a card. Okay, let's say that it's good, and I'm gonna say card on press. Going to navigate, so let me take in the navigation drop. Dot push feed. Okay, so I'm gonna have code.cover. Our source is going to be, it's going to, let me have a local property here for this. Okay, so let me go here and let me take this image, a pickup image, and put it in assets, and let me say this as feed. Okay, go to the home and let me refer that. I'm going to say asset slash feed. Okay, so let me create a new screen called feed. Let me copy everything. Okay, I'll copy it from here, and let me create a screen here, feed.js. Paste it. It's going to be feed screen. Okay, let me copy this and let me put it inside our home stack navigator. So have screen and feed title. We save it and open this. So there we go. So we are in home screen now. I'm clicking on the card. It should move to feed and you can come back. So you can see the header title as well, like on the home it is seeing the icon, both the icons on left and right, and when you are going to feed and its detail, it's displaying the feed title and it's not displaying any icon here. We can go back and search screen. As usual, we are not doing anything here in reels, and this is activity screen. In profile we have the drawer. Okay, so everything is working. So in the upcoming videos we'll be making changes to each and every screen. We'll be adding each and every component by component to the home screen and search screen and everything. Okay, so stay tuned. So here if you like the video, please share it with your friends. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.